Hey guys, welcome to the stream. So, here we are. We're all set up. I haven't done the cooler because I'm going to have to take it back out because I've ordered a new case. So that's arriving next week. So, yeah, things are all working. Everything is stable. We are running at a cool 84 degrees right now. Hey Funky, how you doing, buddy? A lot of you will recognize this park. I'm doing very well, buddy. Doing really well. Really happy. Even though I've got to pay all this back, but I sit there and I think, do you know what now? I don't need anything more. I'm very, very happy, man. But I've got to work my backside off for it. I'm working an extra day last week and an extra day this week, so a long old week. Long old week and a half, should I say, without a day off. And biking to work every day. Lovely. Enough about all that. Here we are. Hey Phantom. Hey Nick. How you guys doing? Got Funky at number 1. Nick at 2. I'm surprised you haven't got a third Phantom, unfortunately. But no, I hope you guys are well. Hope all is good. So I don't know if you can tell by the peeps, but there's quite a high frame rate, which is quite nice on Planco 1. How about that? I did have a little go in FGA the other night, and it is a lot better. A lot better, but it's not like this. And the reason for it is FGA is huge, and every roller coaster is oversized, where this park and obviously Funderland Adventure Valley, they were all built to my computer's ability. So, you know, if I'd have had this set up when I built this, I would have built quite a few things quite differently. But yeah, but I'm glad you're all right, guys. Hopefully all is good. But yeah, no, temp wise we're at a cool 84 Celsius, 0.25 at the moment. 38% load on the CPU, and GPU is running along at 74% at the moment, so we're all good. So yeah, cooler arrived today, case is arriving Tuesday, so hopefully by mid to end next week I will be on that schedule that I kept talking about a few weeks ago before we had all the issues. So yeah, no, guys, seriously, you know, I can only thank you guys enough, because all the views, all the likes, all the subs, it's the memberships, it's the contributions, it's, you know, everything all mixed into one, and me having some big kahunas to do what I've done to be able to do it. So yeah, it does mean a bit of a quiet life for quite some time, but it's not going to be that quiet, because we have YouTube. And I have you lovely people. So here we are. Funderland Magic Kingdom. Look at the frame rate on that. It's just insane. So I've let 2,500 people in, I think. I've opened every ride. I've staffed the park. But oh my god, it looks amazing. Come on, you've got to agree. It's a huge investment, Funky. Huge. I was saying to the geezer at work today, I was like, you know, so the only thing left to do is a 5090, but I haven't even thought about it. Haven't even contemplated it. Don't need it. No need for it. It's a stupid amount of money. But yeah, no. There you go. It's just so nice to be able to play it in 4K at this, and it looks amazing. I mean, we could go day actually. It really, really does. I don't mean to sound like a spoiled little brat, but it just. Why is that? You know, I've got to work my backside off for this. I really, really have to. So at the end of the day, it's not. You know, it's not just paid for. But anyway, I'm going to not really chat too much about that because it's awesome. And I just need to actually get the temps up on the screen. There we go. And we'll go for a ride and walk around, I think, guys. But yeah, no, frame rate, I hope it's coming through your end. I really, really do. It's amazing. And it's just, I don't know what it is, but it's like the clarity in 4K. You're just getting even more detail from all these little bits. Just around here, they just look a little bit more plush. I don't know. Just, I guess a bit of depth of field would go down quite well. I don't know. But, yeah, no. It's, it just feels absolutely amazing. And especially being able to play Planko 1 in this frame rate. I mean, this is 136,000 pieces, this park. So it's a big old park. It just looks so nice. Johnny missed all this. Anyone want to go on anything in particular? I mean, I'd like a quick go on what do we call it? Big Thunder. That'd be quite nice. Well, everything's looking good. We're down to 83 degrees now. CPU's running at 46. Board is good at 82 where the chip is. So yeah, we're good. We're good. So what's everyone been up to then? I love a look at this area. It's such a shame, yeah, that they're getting rid of all this. In Walt Disney World, they're going to put a massive cars ride here where Tom Sawyer Island is apparently. And yeah, and then apparently there's going to be a villains area kind of to the left of the Haunted Mansion. Which I think is a bit, yeah. It's all changing, guys. When I actually go out there, I ain't going to be able to recognise any of it. We ain't got Splash Mountain anymore. But look, you zoom out, yeah, and you just go round, and it's amazing. Oh, if we only had this technology 5-6 years ago, what I would have built. Well, I guess we did, I just didn't have fun. Oh, it's looking so good. I am so happy. So, yeah, we're touching 87 now. So, Ryzen has peaked a little bit. I noticed, Nick, it looked really, really nice, mate. Seriously. The detail, it just looks great. I kind of noticed the waterfall effects. It's such a shame that when you get close to it, it disappears. That's the only problem. How's my view looking? I don't know how much volume you guys have got. I don't know if it's very loud. I'll turn it up a bit more for you. I love that view. I just love that view. I know I do it every single time I look in this park, but it's just something about that view. Oh. Losing my mind. And it's also like, just the composition, the way it all flows and just blends perfectly. I just love it. But anyone want to ever go on anything? Let's have a little go on something. Let's go on the run the little swinging mine train. Where are these guys going? Swinging mine train. Yes. Let's do this. Just check it all out, guys. Make sure temps are all good, especially when it's close to the time, because obviously everything goes a little bit quicker. But how's everyone's week so far? All good? Yes, that is the only downside, mate. Why don't you try, I don't know if there is. Is there like a fire hydrant or anything? I can't remember what there is in the new one. I haven't really done enough with that yet. I feel like a bit of depth of field might be needed. What do you guys reckon? Hopefully you can hear me over the volume. Do let me know. Not on the front for a change. Cheers, bud. Just let me know if anything's a bit high, low, whatever. You know, the usual. I just cannot believe. How is a game that is... How old is this now? Coming on 8 years? 9 years? 16. 9 years. Only just playable. And I mean, look at that. Well, it didn't go above 84, I think it was. So we're stable at the minute. That's not too bad, but my PC's completely open. Because for some reason, when I put the stuff on it, it just goes up to there like 91, 92 degrees. So there's just not enough air flowing through it smoothly enough, if you know what I mean. It's being restricted. So new cases arriving. I've got the new cooler. That's all ready to go. So yeah, we're as of Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we can hit the ground running. Hopefully, a little bit earlier than planned. But yeah, no, all good. You just said bet your ass. You guys must have heard that. Rewind it. You'll hear it. Bet your ass. That's a nice waterfall, isn't it? We've done a little bit more to the rock work towards the bottom. I haven't got enough kind of like, I don't know, rough water. Made it a little less straight, but anyway. I'll have a look at that little coaster. I think it's well cool. Yeah, well, you know, if we go back to my early days, I bought my PC, I think, for 300 quid. So, I don't know, $350, $375. Used off some guy. Picked it up out the back of his car. Literally. Opened it up. It was this huge case and just this tiny little motherboard and CPU. It was a full ATX, but it you know, even I'm going to post some photos next week of before and after, so you guys will see what I've had the last, well, since I've been doing all this. Basically, I've kind of not bothered with the case because obviously I wanted to put the money elsewhere, but now unfortunately because the money's gone elsewhere, I've got to change the case. So it's one of those things. I was a bit upset by the cooler, I must admit. I didn't want to have to get that, but anyway. Where are we? So, yeah, I started off with an AM3 setup with, what did I have? An AMD FX 6300 chip with about, I think it was 8 gig of RAM, running at 1200 megahertz or something stupid like that. Really, really low. Obviously at that time I never knew anything about PCs, and my view was obviously if I ever did upgrade inside, I've got a big enough PC to be able to do that, which was, you know, the case was probably very expensive. But what I ended up doing, instead of buying anything brand new, because I've only been buying brand new the last 2, maybe 3 years. So, you know, what I was doing was basically I was just surfing Facebook Marketplace before it got all stupid fake sales and all that stuff. I love the vibe of this ride. It just reminds me of like Nemesis. The fact that you just walk in the queue and you get to see glimpses of the coaster going over you. It's got that deep bass song. It just... brrr. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I was scouring Facebook Marketplace basically just to upgrade what I had. So I think I went from like a 6300 chip to an 8350. And it only cost like £30, so I don't know, $35. So at that time, you know, back on those systems, that kind of leap, it weren't huge, if you know what I mean. But you could see a difference my end. And at that point, I wasn't streaming. And then over time, I think I got it up to 9,000 black, I think it was. So it was the highest you could get on the AMD AM3 setup. And then it was only 2020 or 2021, I think, when I can't remember. When I first started streaming, I managed to do the board to the Ryzen 5 3600 XT with the 16 gig of RAM, and then upgraded the RAM and so forth. But yeah, I started really late, mate, in respect of actually upgrading my PC to what it kind of is today. So yeah, it's an expensive hobby, but now it's all expensed. You know, there is nothing I need to do anymore. I may have to spend 20-30 quid on some fans, but that is zilch, done. I've got a new mouse, keyboard's the keyboard, the screens are perfect. I've got these headphones. I would love a set of wireless headphones, but you know what, they can wait. Had to get the new mouse because my wheel was glitching, basically. It was sticking and picking all sorts when I was scrolling up and down. Got the new water cooler. I'm going to use the fan off the old water cooler for the exit fan, because the new case... Why do new cases not come with exit fans? It's just insane. They give you these lovely array of LED, funky RGB, whatever you want to call it, ARGB or whatever it is, on the front. And they give you nothing at the back. And it's like, okay. The only company that kind of did, I think, was MSI. This is a nice Corsair case. But again, I haven't broke the bank. I haven't spent hundreds. I've just gone for fit for purpose. For what I see affordable. You know, I think I've only spent about $125, $100 on a case. Now, that sounds a lot. But because of my GPU and the cooler fan, I've got to have a big case. So the new case isn't that much smaller than what I got. But it's square and it's gonna look nice, and you guys will see it with the photos. It will really shine. But again, it just pays homage to you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys continually supporting me and the channel, well, I say me, but the channel, which, you know, it's gonna be a lot more about Planet Coaster and everything over the foreseeable. Let's put it that way. It's going to be nice to be able to take some photos for you guys to say thanks, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for your support over the last 7 years since I started doing this, among other videos, the sim racing and, you know, life videos at Fort Park and everything like that, we wouldn't be where we are today. We probably would be a lot more further along if I didn't make it so lifelike. But at the end of the day, the reason I started the channel was to get away from life, and now I brought life to it. So it is what it is. But, you know, when you don't have a massive circle of friends, it's kind of, yeah, sometimes you have to let go sometimes. So I can only apologise if I ever offend anybody. But yeah, no, it's moving forwards going to be a lot more enjoyable to watch, because I had a few comments and it's kind of made me rethink about how I come across to you guys. But at the same time, the cool thing about Discord is, if anyone needs to chat, if anybody wants to join in this hopefully get together that we're going to sort out eventually, I just need to get the setup out the way, get everything done, dusted, so that I can, you know, actually kick back in my chair and relax, and then be able to do what I do with you guys whenever I want and so forth. And then we'll start something. Do something routinely, maybe once every 2 weeks or once a week or something like that. Basically, just kind of like catching up. You know, it's up to you. Life, you know, who knows? You can get it off your chest and kind of, you know, if anyone wants to answer, whatever. If not, we can just crack on. But also, the whole point to it is basically just to catch up on Planko builds. See if you can advise, help, recommend any different ways of doing things or adding to it and stuff. Nick, you do a lot. Funky, Icy, you know, you guys are so cool on Discord, just sharing your bits. It's that sounded so rude. You know, sharing the material that you're having to offer, and that's all I've ever done, and you guys have loved it. And these are the views I love. Look at the castle, just because that is so Disney-like. If you go to Florida, they're the views you get. Look! Apart from his big head in a way. What are we going on now? Red Dragon? Yep. You know. So, moving forwards, the channel is going to be, you know, still enjoyable, still catch up, safe space, all that kind of stuff. Still same rules, same people, same me. Just a little bit less kind of like life. We'll see. But welcome to the new subscribers. You are appreciated. For some reason I've done nothing really over 4 weeks, but I've gained quite a few, so thank you guys. Genuinely thank you. This is what I do, literally, this park. And I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, crikey, it looks quite bland. But I know this looks better at night time, if you know what I mean. But again, I was focusing on Peace Count with this, and, you know, at the end of the day, I had to miss things like these uprights and the, you know, the top bit, etc., the wall into the ceiling. It's just, it all looks a bit plain. I haven't got any wood in there or anything, but this was fighting my computer to make it right for Johnny's review, and then obviously then Johnny got his upgrade, so I'm a year and a half after. But it's just so cool to, I mean, I don't know what frames I'm getting, to be fair. Stats. It won't work on this for some reason. I've asked it to be, but it won't let me. Let me just check. You guys are getting it? No. Anyway, I reckon we're getting about 25 frames a second, and I know that doesn't sound a lot, but in Planko 1 terms, that's actually really, really good. We'll probably get a bit more. If I kicked them all out when I was looking around the park before, we're probably touching 30, 35. But as we know, peeps and staff make a difference on this game. But guys, it's actually stable at 83, but that is with the computer completely open to the elements, which is not good. So we'll see what we do between now and next week. But obviously once the new case arrives and the new coolers in, etc., we'll be back. Literally. All the time. You'll be sick and tired of me by the time I'm done with the stream. But no, all jokes aside, I do want to get onto that schedule that I promised you all, because for me, it's just going to make my life a little bit more structured, which is cool. Get to catch up with you guys more regularly, get to remember what we talk about because we're talking more regularly, etc. Instead of these prolonged periods of times. But now I've got myself a little bit more PC educated. Now I know what to look for, what to go for, what to check, what to not do, and so forth. So yeah, moving forwards, everything's going to be a lot more stable. But one of the big reasons why I made the choice the other day to do what I've done is the internet is amazing. So providing the internet stays amazing, you guys are going to get an amazing experience, as in quality, and hopefully me. And it's just going to enhance everything. So for me, I just obviously need to change a few things, but we're good. We're good. That whole crashing situation with Planet Coaster 2 just, it literally consumed my soul for 3 weeks. Literally for 3 weeks. Cheers, Funky. Sorry, I just saw you comment, mate. My apologies. Chatting away, enjoying the ride. It's so smooth. Oh, mate. Oh, that's such a bummer. Get on the job hunt, dude, before it becomes unemployment. I know I'm the worst for saying stuff like that because I do the complete opposite. But situations, as you guys were fully aware. So the other thing is as well, you know, I'm a lot happier at work. I am exhausted. The bike riding's killing me, but it's good for my mental health because I'm physically tired every single day, which is great. Oh, I missed a bit. Well, I've got wood on all the others. Don't tell anyone. These things happen. You know, you can't be perfect at everything. Literally, I've missed that one barrier. All the others have got the wood around it. Damn it. But, yeah. You know, I'm the worst for it, but accentuating circumstances for me, I think, is the correct way of putting it. As in no effing choice in anything. Yeah, cool, man. We'll do that. Sweet, dude. I'll tell you what would actually probably be quite cool at night to do it. And I know it may not fit with people's diaries, but I don't finish work till 10 PM on a Friday, and by the time I get home, knock some food up, have a shower, get ready for bed. Well, I don't have a shower actually because it's too late. I could probably be on for about 11 o'clock at UK time, which would be... Oh, I'm not doing this again. Sorry. Yeah, just one too many times. Where are these boys off to? Restaurant. Where are these off to? Big Thunder. They got balloons though. Where's he off to? Haunted Mansion. Let's do a bit of that. We'll do some night time. We'll go for a ride of that. That'll be fun. But yeah, you know, I miss this park. I miss building this park. Just the buildings. That's the point. I've got no like fairy tale stuff, have I, in FGA? Which is interesting. Such a beautiful area. I love it. Toilet running. I sound like Johnny on my review. I mean, look at that carousel with the free flyer in the background. That was real, man. Nearly. Apart from the flowers and the trees. You know what? I still love the look of this game. Even though the shadowing isn't right. The brightness of a lot of the stuff isn't right. But there's just something about it at night time. Yeah, so far, yeah, sorry, I forgot what we were talking about before I went off on one about the whole fantasy stuff. Yeah, so Friday night, because what I was thinking was, yeah, because that would make that, what, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock? 6 p.m., I think, for Florida. Or East Coast. I don't think it, no, it doesn't change, idiot. But yeah, no, I think it'll be about 6 p.m., so that could work quite well. The only thing is for the UK guys, obviously that's a little bit late, but it is a Friday night, so it's catch 22, I guess. And the same for the guys. Well, the guys over obviously Funky and everybody. You'll be an hour or two ahead of us, subject to where you guys are. I don't know. It's Friday night. We need to have a think about it. Because I technically have Wednesday evenings and Friday evenings, you know, where I can stay up because I haven't got to do anything the next day. So it's really, yeah, Wednesdays or Fridays for me. And the only reason being is I haven't got work, so I can kind of stay up a bit later for you guys over in the US. Oh, okay, we've got a bit of a queue. I'll just grab someone at the front. The downside is you have to find... Where is it? There it is. What was it? Yeah, I don't mean to sound too selfish there, but unfortunately... Monday, Tuesdays I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning. Sundays I'm working 9 till 6, so I'm up at 7:30 on a Sunday. So, I unfortunately, because of the energy I expend, I do need the sleep. And that's not going to change, obviously. So, like with the streaming, it'll be more regular, but it'll be more certain time. But probably on a Monday and a Tuesday it'll be early afternoon, late morning for you, Nick, and then so forth, really. And I'll try and fit it in as much as possible because I'm getting the vibe back now. I mean, this just looks amazing. I can't comment, Nick, because, well, I can actually. The problem is it's too dark in Planet Coaster 2. There's not enough light, if you know what I mean. but I haven't played with it enough to be able to try and bring it to life to make it look how I do things in here. So we'll get to that point, dude. We will. I promise. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of everybody, mate, more than anything. That's all. But we'll see. We'll see. I love that ride. I know it's a bit lame in places, but I love that ride. Right, well, I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. Do you guys want to have a go on anything in particular? Because the test kind of side of it, I guess, is kind of ironed out now. We're averaging, I'd probably say about 84 degrees in the current setup. So that'll only come down with the new cooler, so that's all good. But yeah, that kind of shows you what the setup does for us, guys. So, oh, no worries, Punky. I might be done by now, dude. I'm not sure. It all depends what anyone wants to do. Should we have a go on Big Thunder? Have a go on Big Thunder. I do like a bit of Big Thunder. We'll go with this geezer, I reckon. Wicked Wood Gaming. Blanco 1, yes. Just having a little walk through, my friend, as it's kind of a test of the new setup. So, yeah, enjoy. Welcome to the channel, mate. Thanks for joining. I do hope it finds you well. Tell you what, hold the line. Give a better perspective. Actually, I think. That one, actually. I haven't actually attempted anything theme park wise in Planco 2 at the moment because there's just a few bugs at certain points for me. So I'm progressively working through the water park as we go. This is so much better at night time. So yeah, we'll get there eventually. I just want the train to work properly first before I attempt anything, as previously mentioned and discussed. So yeah, we'll get there though one day. I'm still enjoying this game, to be fair. Purely because I know this game inside out. And it's just so nice to come back to this park and actually have a decent frame rate, which is just awesome. It's taken a long time. It's taken me 7.5 years to get to this point, guys, you know. I love this build. It reminds me of Magic Kingdom in Florida. At the end of the day, it's not the same because of the way the game is and the way the rides are, etc. But it has the vibes, has everything about it. Like this bit here, I love it. Apart from it being bright there, I wish it was dark. But I know it's nothing like the real Space Mountain, but it just has its own little feel, I guess. I love it. Look how good it looks in 4K though, guys. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing. Well, it's funny you say it, dude. I'm not going to go into it too much, but I said, I can't remember when it was. I think it was when they were being really off about the information they were sharing about Planet Coaster 2. And it has Phantom. It's been a very long journey, mate. But we're there. We're there. We're all good. Like I say, I've just got to work hard, pay hard for a year, and then I'm going to have a good life. Hopefully. That's the plan. There's an actual plan, guys. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Yes, sorry, I said it like ages ago. All they needed to do was refresh this game. That's all they had to do. They could label it as Plan Code 2. They could do whatever they want for people that haven't got the game. Do you know what I mean? But they could have done it as a DLC. The water parts could have quite easily been a DLC. They could have updated the engine like they have done and made it run better. Whether or not they could have incorporated scaling, etc., I don't know. The paving, obviously, I think is better in the new one. I try and cover up most of my paving in this. Only reason being is because of the type of style of park it is. But then I use paving in different ways. So like here, I'm actually using the paving as the ground because I want that pitted, cobbled effect. Because it just, again, adds another level. But then what I've done here is used a bit of the ruin kind of look throughout the I think I just used the firehouse roof for this, yeah. And so forth. So it's all swings and roundabouts, but they could have quite easily done... The thing that makes me annoyed is when they first said that they were giving us... What was the first pack? Western. I said, before you know it, this will be Planco 1. And here we are next month getting Pirate and Fairy Tale. So what are they going to have left to sell us as DLC? Do you know what I mean? I suppose they could do an Africa pack, I guess. Because they got all that from Planet Zoo. So they could just transfer that across. Sorry, I sound a bit pessimistic. But I see through the bravado, unfortunately, in a lot of things in life. And, yeah. The paving wouldn't have happened in this game because this game was designed obviously before Planet Zoo, and Planet Zoo was what brought the noding in with the fence. So you've got to respect Planet Zoo for having that technology, or however you want to put it, gameplay, into what has now become what it is in Planet Coaster 2, which is paving, etc. So what you'll probably find is in Planet Zoo 2, you'll probably find that where we have the swimming pools and the paving, you'll probably find that the pen for the animal enclosure will be the edge of the path, if you know what I mean. I don't know, just using that as an example. But oh, sunny eclipse. But yeah, no, I'm just, just having to play around now, guys, because it's, the PC's running fine. She's a dream. Absolute dream. But like Phantom said, it has been a long journey. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been all sorts. But at the end of the day, we're still here, alive and kicking and enjoying things finally. Next year's going to be tough, but it's going to be worth it because you guys are going to get a load more content and a load more building. And I know I'm not building tonight, but I just wanted to see how it would work in this in particular, because believe it or not, the previous setup really struggled with this park, and I don't know why. I can't quite fathom out why it struggled, but it was as glitchy as anything. It just wouldn't run it properly in 4K. Where now obviously we're quite relaxed. GPU is at 70% and CPU is at 41, which is insane. So yeah. But no, if you guys want to carry on chatting, I'm more than welcome. I don't mind. I mean, should I load something else? Do we want to have a look at something else? I don't know. What else to go on, really? Quite cool if someone was going on this. Is it open? Yeah. People getting off it. Anyone getting on it? Astro Blasters. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, there you go, guys. Well, there's still going to be Planko 2 content. Planko 1 content, because I'm still building a park, my friend. I started it a couple of years ago now. For my sins. Hoping to get it done by Planet Coaster 2, but it didn't quite materialise because of the job I was working, or jobs, through the build of that park. So it's maturing, it's getting there. But no, I love the views in this park. I think it's awesome. I always forget to go in here and have a little nosy around. It's minimal, but it does the job. It's like the paving in here is terrible. But it kind of works because I manipulated it around the upstands. So these are all slightly different, I think. I can't quite remember. Can't quite remember how I did it. It's just that view through there is so real. So true to real life in a way. Got the little sword in the stone, you know. It's got everything. I love it. Absolutely love this build. And I just love also, but when you go into the areas, they're very sealed off. You know, I've done a really decent job of trying not to get like the city in the background of this and stuff like that. And then you got little bits there, but you don't really see it from eye level. Maybe a tiny bit there, but you kind of get that in real life in a way. There's only one spot that I noticed actually that slightly upset me. I only noticed it. I think I've noticed it when I was building it. But the city buildings there, because I've done such a good job of not showing the top of these roofs, if you know what I mean. Just making that level perfect, and then you just got those. I mean, it's kind of covered up by the water tower. I mean, from here, I guess that's why I didn't really worry too much about it, because from here you can get away with that. I don't know. It does the job. It does the job, I guess. Yeah, the paving aspect I could. I got used to it in this because there are ways to manipulate it. There are ways to make it do what you want it to do. You know, you can have big square plazas if you wish to. You just have little. Because where is it? I mean, all this here, you can actually see the paving. You just kind of connect it up the best you can, in a way. And then you cover it up. And then you get this beautiful looking flat concrete area. that isn't flickering, which took me ages to figure out. Sort that out anyway. But I do what I do. I love it. Planko 1, I know everything there is to pretty much know about Planko 1. The only thing I don't really do much on is sequencing and fireworks and stuff like that. But we did actually do quite a decent fireworks show for it, but it never actually made it to the park, unfortunately, because of my setup at the time. But now I reckon I could have 5 different fireworks going off at once, you know, fireworks shows, and it would be absolutely fine. Hey Tomo, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, mate? The test has gone well, my friend. I mean, here's Magic Kingdom running at about, I'd say 25-ish. Maybe a bit more in certain spots. But between 25 and 30 frames a second, which is insane. Nick's been going for it. But Wicked's kicked in. He's now second. Tomo, you're not even ranked, mate. Love it. Ooh, that looks a bit dodge. Yeah, that's not very good, is it? Oh, was I drunk that day? Not that I drink. Oh, Tomo's coming up now. Funky's lost his third. Oh, it's all going down at the hurdles. Last 40. And the winner is. Oh, mate, do you know what? I went through Saturday afternoon into Sunday morning, pulling what little hair I have out of my head. Literally. Let me tell you a little story. So, plumbed it all in. Try to turn it on. Power switch won't work. Me and Daz were chatting this, that. So I couldn't even get the thing turned on. And for just some unknown reason, I thought, you know what? I'm going to press the reset button. And I pressed the reset button. And guess what happened? It turned on. I was like, oh my days. I've checked 3 instructions. Everything's in the right place to what all 3 different instructions told me. So website, manual, and what came in the box, yeah? So I've set it up exactly the same. Power in the right bit, the LED bit in the right bit, the reset in the right bit. Anyway, the power and the reset were the wrong way around. Don't know why. So I've had to put the power in the reset and the reset in the power, which didn't give me much confidence to start with. So I thought, okay, what are we going to do? So, where's he run into? That's very happy. Red Dragon? Red? Oh, God, no. What was it? And so I had that happen. So then I finally got into BIOS, and I was like, oh, okay, there's the RAM. Change that to 6,000. Boom, changed 6,000 straight away. I was like, okay, that was too easy. And then I'm going through everything else, just checking everything, making sure everything's there. I've got all my HD drive, my SSD drive, my 2M.2 drives. And I was thinking, okay, everything's there, but then in the boot bit, I couldn't get a drive. And it's the one and only BIOS I've ever had that doesn't allow you to, for some reason, select a boot drive until you've selected something called Legacy. And the motherboard preset in EFI, I can't remember what subcontext it was, I can't remember. Anyway, I changed it to Legacy, and I thought I'll save and I'll exit. Now this, bearing in mind, this is after 18 hours trying to make this thing just turn on and load Windows. That's all it was. 18 hours, yeah? 18. I'm going to put the camera on for this. 18 hours. I went to work to come home to sort it out. That's how it blew me away. Because again, we got to this point of taking out, putting back in, but it's upgraded. That's all the difference is. So everything's back in the same slot, everything's in the right order, everything is spot on. But no, it would not work. Anyway, yeah, you can tell I'm a bit grey down there. I've got more hair on my chin at the minute than I do up top. So yeah, so after 18 hours, I finally selected Legacy and went boom. And I was texting Darren and I said, you wouldn't effing believe it. I finally figured it out. I said, blind luck, but I've done it. And it was pure blind luck. And then it loaded up. And then I was like, sweet, okay, what do I do now? And then I'm like waving mouse around, just seeing how quick the mouse moves across the screen, loading up photos, this, that, and everything's like bang, 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 bang. I was like, oh my days. Because it was quick as it was. I mean, it literally turns on now in about, I'd say, 4 seconds from pressing the button to get into the password. And it's like when you click the key, yeah, literally you click the key and it's like it's putting a number on the screen before you've even pressed the key. And it just blew my little mind. Anyway, so I thought, right, okay, I better download Gigabyte Control Center. So I did that. Turned off the Norton Nanny because I got the other stuff. And selected update drivers. So AMD driver, all this, blah, 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 blah. So I thought, better be safe. Sorry, just click yes. So I still hadn't learned my lesson at this point. So anyway, done that and literally bang, 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 bang. Everything's downloading, everything's installing so quick. I'm like, how's it? It got through like, I think it was about 15 different things to download. And some of these were quite large. They were 850 meg and stuff like that. And I'm sat here going, blimey. Not 800. Yeah, there was, no, 203 meg, 85 meg. So some of them were large. Anyway, bang, 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 bang. It's just smashing them out. And I'm sat there, I'm just watching this all happen. I'm like, wow. So it's done all that. And then I found out I can play with my LEDs. And then I thought to myself, oh, I better check temps. So I'm checking temps. And Nick, you were correct, I think it was. I had selected AMD overclock, so that was the reason why I was running at 95 degrees. So once that is installed, we will be good in the new case. And I'll try and get a picture of the new case, bear with me. In a memento, which is arriving on Tuesday. So I really have gone what's in the pants out on all this now, because the reason being is, I don't know if you can see it that well, but basically it's a big old one. But the reason being is I've never been able to do it, and I thought, you know what, I can't afford to go on holiday. Disney is a dream away. Let's get this actually finally done and dusted, so I'm not sat here going, oh, I've lost internet connection, oh this ain't it, oh, I can't do this because the computer's not working, or whatever. So I thought, you know what, let's just go balls out, up against the wall, smash it, and here it all is, guys. Alright? I don't know where else to put it. Up to the eyeballs, but like I say, next year I'll get it all sorted and I'll come back rocking and rolling. And we're going to build a park. We're building a water park. We're going to finish FGA now. Probably more regular building on Planko 1. And I'm just enjoying it again, instead of worrying about whether the internet's going to drop out, wondering whether my Wi-Fi dongle's going to overheat, or whether I'm going to get this spike. So yeah, we're all there. So going back to the story, so I downloaded all these things and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a test to see what works and works, so forth. So verified all the files, made sure all the games were up to date, there was no bits and bobs. Went into plan code 1, loaded FGA. I wasn't hugely impressed with it, but I didn't have everything running correctly at the time, so I'll go back to it and check it. But then I loaded up Planko 2. Guess what happened after 7 minutes? It crashed. So I sat there in absolute amazement, because I thought to myself, I've just spent how, why, what is going on? And then I thought, first port of call, let's just check the GPU. Unbeknown to me, because I clicked yes to all the control panel details within Gigabyte, it downloaded the latest NVIDIA drive. So I went, oh, I know how to fix that one. NVIDIA. And I've gone back even further. I've gone back to the beginning of April this time, just to cover me backside. So then updated, done the update thing again. And now that, and then went back into Planco 2, working. Went into Grand Theft Auto, which looks insane. I'm getting 85 to 115 frames a second in 4K. Boom. And that just looked unreal. The only thing I haven't tried since I got everything properly running is Call of Duty. And the only reason being is that I did play it and I loaded all the shaders. But the problem I found was that I was getting 90... it was slightly going over the threshold of 95 degrees. So, like I say, once the case is here, once the rad is in, once the cooler's sorted, once everything's up and running, we really will be hitting the ground running. And I really would genuinely love to know your feedback on GTA. Now, my thoughts were, how about YouTube stays Planco 2, okay, and any other sim games I get into in the future maybe, but my Twitch account, we could turn that into Grand Theft Auto and what do you call it, Call of Duty and stuff like that. Now the other thing is with these get-togethers as well is obviously we can all link up on Steam or on Xbox or whatever you guys are running, etc., and we can all be friends. And obviously if you're into those types of games, obviously we can arrange an evening where we have a good old knees up on COD or play some zombies, you know. Someone's in America, someone's in Australia, someone's in Germany, and we're all sat there with all got a pizza each and a beer or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And just have a laugh. Maybe we can do that for community nights. Who knows? But the cool thing is we can all get together and connect in many other ways as well, guys. All right. So, but yeah, like Tom said, it is worth it in the end. I need a car, but I can't afford to run a car. So it's catch-22. So I need to get a load of this paid off, work my arse off, do everything I can, get the channel going, earning more money, hopefully, and then we're all good to go. Pizza and beer, I'm sold. Yeah, but how many beers? Not 100, mate. Oh, I look so old. I'm all trimmed up. Or was, anyway. You know, I'm Phantom. I know it may be, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking, but at the end of the day, just remember, mate, it can come if you just keep your head down, crack on, get it done, and just rebuild. That's the only advice I can give to anybody. And I've still got a heck of a long way to go. So don't think because I've upgraded my computer, life is sorted. He's way not. But we're not going there. I'm going to say one thing to you, Phantom. We love them until we pass on. And don't ever forget that, dude. I hope that brings a smile. Because thinking that brings acceptance, mate. Here we go, Big Thunder. Choo choo. As they say at Alton Towers on the little runaway mine train. Actually, he goes, choo choo. Tomo, you must be able to relate to that, man. You're local to it, or most local person. Choo, choo. Good man. Get up. Do I actually sound like it, Tomo? You know, I'm talking really deep now. Good. I know, mate. I've been on it too many times. Dude. Oh, that's not one of those ASMR points for him, is it, mate? There's something fruity in Autumn Tales, definitely. Anyway, what do you all think to Epic? Epic Universe, guys. You know, we barely talked about this kind of stuff. This is the stuff we need to be talking about. Why do I look like I've lost a tooth? I haven't. Shadow because my teeth are shoddy. But yeah, no, I think it looks amazing. I really do. I think it looks awesome. Oh, and there was one thing I did last weekend as well. I don't know if you noticed, I'm wearing a blue t-shirt. And it's not a Tesco one either. I went and bought my... Do you know what? I'm not, Tom. I'm not. Because that park is only going to get bigger. And I'd hate to spend £5,500–6,000 now going, and then in 3 years' time, that being double the size. You know, plus you'll have all the Disney stuff done by then as well. So do you know what I mean? I'm not actually that jealous. I'm quite enjoying watching people go around, to be honest with you. Old Jack Silkstone with his geezers. He seems alright. I'm halfway through that because I fell asleep last night. But yeah, no, it's if you think about it, guys, all the vlogs I've seen, and the only negative people have said is there's no shade. So can you imagine it in a few years' time with the trees being a little bit bigger, a lot more foliage, hopefully, and it kind of then... I watched the old... Yeah, I know, I don't see the point of that. £7,500 for a day in a theme park. Well, what was it? $7,300 for 5 people. So what's that each? That wasn't each, was it? Because if they... No, that was for 5 people. I remember them saying for 5 people. 7,3 divide 5. It's 1,460, and then divide that by 1.292. I think the US dollar is at the minute. So £1,130 each. 100%, mate. So Range Rovers. So BMWs. All the stuff I love. But not an AM5 setup. I'm happy. That's my Range Rover. I can now change it from RyRy's nuclear sub to RyRy's Apocalypse. I don't know. That's the name of my computer, genuinely. RyRy's nuclear sub. I don't know why I came up with that name. I was randomly going through, I think, the settings in the computer once, and I said, oh, you can change the name on your computer, and I just went RyRy's nuclear sub, and I've never changed it. And that was from back in the early days. Maybe that was my little my little note to oneself that one day it will be something. So maybe actually I'll keep it as a nuclear sub. Oh, that's quite cool. It'll look like a nuclear sub next week. I'll probably take off like an airplane, but anyway. I'll tell you what was hilarious. How you doing, buddy? How was the old wrecking beacons? Were you hiding? Were you all camouflaged? Or were you on a reconnaissance trip? Training? Or were you camouflage training? Or bombs? What you've been up to, bud? Adam, Hogan, crikey. That's been a while, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope all is good in your little world, buddy. Nice to see you though, Josh. Hope all is well. Top secret manoeuvres. That's why he hasn't responded. He's probably sat on top of one of the hills now. He's got 1 bar of signal going, RyRy's live. Look at this, boys. Love you, Joshy. We're just going for a walk around the park, guys, to be perfectly honest with you. And we've just gone off on a quite tangent. It's quite nice, actually, catching up with you like this. We don't often get to talk like this. It's quite nice. Me with my semi-Santa beard. Good man. Glad you are, fella. Why is this taking so long? Blimey. O'Reilly. Probably having a service or something. Probably not the best seat, but anyway. Go for a ride. Sweet, man. The camping though sucked. That's a shame. Mountain biking, rock climbing, doing hiking. Ah, it sounds like you're on holiday, bud. I am joking. I am so joking, mate. I do that every day. It's insane what I do every day. What have I done today? I've done a lot of walking today. Maybe actually, maybe I haven't. Feel like I did. Nope. There you go. 10.53 miles, 25,000 steps, plus lifting 4 tons worth of food twice, plus a 9-mile bike ride. I guess everyone knows it's lovely weather until you go to tent. Oh, was it one of those situations? Right, man, as long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing, isn't it? You know, you go into these things, I guess you kind of go in having a preconception of it all because you want to do it. But no, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. That's awesome. Stuck in a tunnel here. Did you take your hoodie? That's what I want to know. If it's lasted, mate. I hope it has. Can't believe this has been on Red Force and I haven't. I just can't believe how well this is playing, man. You have to do 4. It's just under 9 miles. I just round it off. It's 4.78 miles or something like that there, and then that back because I pretty much go the same way there and back. But yeah, it's a lot, man. Plus 10.5 miles walking, plus lifting trays and trays and trays and trays of food every day. And my last day off was last Wednesday. Or did I have Saturday off? No, I had Saturday off, didn't I? What am I talking about? No, I worked Saturday. No, I did work, yeah. So, yes, long week. And I'm potentially working this Thursday as well, which then takes me through till my next day off is Saturday, which I know is only 2 days, but then that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is 11 days. Yeah, 11 days straight. Hi Adam, this park's on the workshop, yeah. This is called Funderland Magic Kingdom, my friend. FMK. It's a bit of a killer for Planko 1, but it does... Why are these train stops so long? I don't recall them being that long. Finished roughest paper. Is it like the tracing paper stuff, dude? Where you don't actually wipe your hands? You get a lot in France. I don't know why. It's like baking paper. Tracing paper. The worst stuff ever. Anyway, we digress. But yeah, anyone want to have a go on anything in particular? From Walt Disney World. Hey Adrian, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Nice for you to join. Thank you. We're just messing about, to be honest with you. We're just like I did with the thumbnail. It's just a walk in the park to test everything, make sure everything's all right. I guess we could go on the old pirate ride. That'd be quite nice to go on, I think. Damn it. Actually, let's grab someone. Let's grab her. She's way back. But temps are still looking good though. We're at 83 degrees. So we're comfortable. We're 10 below the limit. We're all good. So that's Space Mountain, Adam, the white one. No, cheers for joining, guys, because I know it is just like a test stream. It's nothing major, but it's still been quite nice to catch up with you all and have a good old chinwag. I didn't know there was a queue. Sorry, guys. But then I do have 2,500 people in the park, so I don't know what I should have expected. But anyway. Yeah, they kind of like this. This here, I love this in here. Just the look of everything. It really does feel a bit, to me it feels Disney, anyway. And I love how I've done this boat bit here, because this, I think, yeah, look how far away it actually is. Look at that. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, we've already done it, but we can do it again tomorrow. No worries, buddy. You're more than welcome. Hold on. Let me just grab... Not in. Grab that one. And we'll enjoy some Dead Men Down. If that was remotely pirate. Here's Adam. This is my homage to Disney. I know, Josh, you're right. It's insane, mate. Absolutely insane how well this is running. It won't work on either Planet Coaster 1 or Planet Coaster 2 for some reason. It works fine on GTA, it works fine on COD, but it just, the overlay bit, for some reason I've got it selected, it's all there, it's all done, but it won't come up on this. It will come up on the other games, but it won't come up on these. I don't know why. FPS, it just says NA, not available. Basic, so even if I go basic, it comes up with the CPU usage, GPU usage, and latency, but latency is NA as well, same as FPS. I don't know why. Sorry, Joshy mate, I can't tell you what I'm getting. I can't even. I can show you. It's. Oh no, I can't show you. Oh, autosave. How quick was that for 130,000 pieces? That was insane. That would have taken normally about 10 seconds on the old setup. Wow. I don't know why it's not coming up. It used to come up on Planko. No, actually, did it or did it not? I can't remember. No, I always used to get it on this. I wonder if Windows Game Bar would be better. Maybe that. No, I ain't gonna bother. How good does it look, guys? It's so crisp and smooth. There's an issue with this park, this bit just here. You see how you can see the bottom of the boats? Didn't bring up the rock enough around the back because they look like they're kind of floating even though they are in water. It just doesn't look quite right to me. But then they do obviously when you're level, so it's annoying. I know. Do you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, I've watched the reviews hundreds of times, probably on and off, if you know what I mean. Like little snippets here and there, just to kind of, I don't know, reminisce. And I sit there and I look at some of it and I think, why didn't I do that and why didn't I do that? But at the time I was focusing on piece count, I was focusing on trying to cover up the biggest area possible. Pirates is on Planet Coaster 2, I would assume. It's at the end of this month, guys. When did the update come? That was end of May, wasn't it? The update. It's been so long because I haven't been playing it. So yeah, actually, it's this month, I think. Pirate and Fantasy, according to... I don't know, I haven't watched any of the vlogs since they lied to us last year. But anyway, we won't go there, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be this month. I think it's update. Well, I don't know how many updates there are now. We had a hot fix the other day. But just look how the trees move in this. Look at that one on the right. It's just got a gentle bob to it. So they're not all over the place. It's crazy. There we go. So Adam wants to have a little go on Space Mountain. We'll have a little go on that. We'll grab that just so that we can do the queue. Not that there's much to view, but... we can put it in, Josh, if you want, and have a little watch. Cheers, Adam. So this queue line is a bit of a joke, really, because I've got to go all the way down to the bottom. So it was kind of like make the best of a worst situation that it is. So all I literally did was just opened up the side, just to make it look like you're looking out to space. What I should have done is probably glazed it, but the reason I didn't glaze it, I remember now, it's just popped into my head. Because unfortunately here I'm getting a little bit of moonlight through. So you see the glazing as you go around. Oh my god, Cure, how are you doing, my man? I do hope you're well. Hello. There we go. I'm back. Hopefully you can hear me now. Is that better, guys? How can you can't lock those? Can you lock it? Lock it. Lock it. Lock volume. Thank you. Done. Right. Don't have to change that anymore. Let me know if it's too high or too low, guys. One of the two. No, it was just make it feel like space, Adam. That was it, mate, to be perfectly honest. In hindsight, what I should have done was probably... No, you can't... I was going to say, like, created a dome over it. but then the people mover going around the top. I don't know if you see a carriage somewhere, maybe. No. The people mover goes all the way around the top like it does in real life. Well, it doesn't go all the way around, obviously, in real life, but it goes through it and quarter the way around it, I think. That was why I didn't. Because what is frustrating about it is the normal star bed pattern doesn't look like this as you're firing through and round. And the other thing is, when you look at it like this, when you head onto it, you've got a million more stars than you would if you had them straight, if you know what I mean, because you'd be looking through it on an upright. Anyway, ignore me, but anyway, it's that difference in the stars, if you know what I mean. In hindsight, what I would have loved to have done is be able to do these stars maybe around, but then it would have been another, I mean, how many pieces was that? That's 104. It's 362. 110. So you got, it would probably been another 2,000-3,000 pieces. And I remember when we were getting to the end of the build on this that we couldn't afford it because I could barely build, if I remember correctly. But yeah, what Tomo wanted to go on Haunted Mansion. I love this. I really do. I love everything about this. I love this view. I love that view. I love this view. I just love it. I love the carpet on the floor, the rug. I love that they don't really glitch. Well, they do glitch on the corners, but well, I'm going to shut up through this one then and let you enjoy it. I'll turn the camera off as well. Oh, 'cause I don't know. 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 'Cause Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And Cure, if you're still there, buddy. I enjoyed building this part. This was amazing. I thoroughly loved it. But I think I like everything I've built, and I don't mean to sound big-headed. All I mean by that is that everything is so different that I've built that they've all got their own unique feel to them. Like the original Funderland amusement park was nothing. I mean, it was pretty much the size of that, you know. But I had mountains going up sides, I had the coasters all going around the sides, etc. You then had Adventure Valley, which is totally different to this. And then you've got a fully themed park here, where with FGA, what I'm trying to create with that is all of them in one. So you have your slight amusement bits, you're going to have your theme park, and then you've got that Funderland mix. That's kind of what I'm going for in FGA. The only thing I'm worried about FGA is piece count and the fact that every coaster is 10 times the longest coaster in here. Do you know what I mean? That's the only kind of downside. Because that's what's bugging the game out, unfortunately. And I am not spending any more friggin' money on Planet Coaster 1. I'm done. This is it now. This is the best it's going to get. I am not spending any more money. I need a car. I've got to save up for a car. I've got to get a car. I can't keep bike riding. I can't. Can't. But guys, any more requests for any rides before we go today? Because I haven't eaten yet and I need to go and cook myself some food and I'm starving. I didn't expect to be on here for nearly 2 hours, so I genuinely appreciate your time, guys. I haven't flicked the adverts on. I'm not going to flick the adverts on after because this is purely just a test. I don't want to, people to do it. I mean, it's a good chinwag chat, everything. You know, maybe someone will share the video, who knows. But yeah, FGA is most definitely my final mega park on Planet Coaster 1. 100%. I'm never going to do another park on Planet Coaster 1. And that's weird to say. That is very strange to say. Wow, that's weird. Magic Mountain and Firework. But guys, I am going to leave it there. So I want to thank you for joining the stream. If you're watching back and you made it this far, pop a comment, see what your thoughts are on the park, etc. But that's pretty much Funderland Magic Kingdom in all its glory in 4K. I reckon I'm getting about 30. I reckon 30 frames I'm probably getting, because everything's so smooth. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you've been looking at the same game for 7 years, you've been watching it for only about 30 seconds in 30 frames. You've been playing it for like 10 to 15 frames a second for the last 7 years. 20 frames a second feels good. But it's been fun, guys. It really has. I'm smiling, beaming. Not that you can see, even though I should be seeing. There you go. And that hasn't happened for quite some time. So I'm in a better place with everything. So onwards and upwards. We'll keep going. And problem is I don't think I can stream at the minute Planet Coaster 2 because the temps on that are a bit higher. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe we'll try it tomorrow evening for a little bit. But it's been lovely to see you all. Joshy, Tomo, Phantom, Cure, Adam, Nick, if you're still there, buddy. Funky, Adrian. Who else have I missed? Where's Wicked? Is it Wicked? Seems to have disappeared off the comments. Strange. Where's all the comments gone? Okay. Anyway, everyone that joined the stream, thank you very much for joining. If you're new to the channel, please do consider smashing that sub to see these parks end up like this, in this amount of detail and more from now So yeah, guys, love you all. Smash that like if you haven't already, if you've enjoyed this kind of little chinwag. Get to know me if you're new to the channel, etc. But yeah, moving forwards, things are going to be a lot more swift, a lot more purposeful, a lot more detailed, a lot more creative, less life, and a much happier Ryan. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining. Love to you all, and I'll catch you on Discord, whatever, or in the next stream. I'm not sure when I'll be live again until the new case arrives, guys. Alright, so once it does, I'll post those pictures of before and after, so that you guys can see what monstrosity I've been carrying around with me for the last 7 years. Bless its cotton. So I miss it. I gave it a bit of a polish the other day as well. It should come up alright. But yeah, it's not great. Still got dog hair stuck to it. I'll explain why when I put the photos up. But guys, thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you all very soon. Stay safe, stay well. Happy coastering all. See you later. Bye bye.